This out of the way for you. Check, check, check. Hello? Yes, it's working. Hey, do you want to check this one? Hello, hello. Five. So Ollie has prepped up a whole beginning. So I'll just let him run his magic. What do you guys think? Yeah? And I'll just keep drinking. That's what I've been doing for the whole lockdown, which is, yeah. So enjoy.
So COVID hit. Filmonik got cancelled. It took 2 weeks of hard work, but we turned the March screening into a live stream. Then we did the same in April and May. We had some ISO creativity going. In June we were out there, but without an audience. It seemed we had a shot. Then in August, we fell in the mother of all lockdowns. Back to live streaming. September, October. And then the magic. The emergence from hibernation. Where everything seemed more beautiful. Look at this car. It's just a regular car. It was not worth taking public transport. To go where? Trains are crazy, man. The options are dizzying. I haven't seen the ocean in months. We can meet new cats. And when the evening came, the night creatures emerged to life again. It's all very fragile, but we're back, and we're very happy to see you. Let's run the intro and watch some films.
Welcome. For this Filmonik, we're going to run things a bit differently. So, we're going to screen the films. We're still going to have a Q&A right after. I'm going to try to keep it short. I'm going to try to talk a bit less as a try. I'm going to wipe the microphone down. The director that I invite up will stand over there. And, yeah, that's it. All right. You want me to move there? Oh, okay. Hi, everybody. So, yeah, the first part of Filmonik tonight, we having a little bit of a stream live, a live streaming. And then after, we're going to cut it, and then we're going to have just us party. You guys are not allowed. That's it. So the first film is from Bernardo Raro. Enjoy, guys. Bernie, come up.
I couldn't see anything. I don't know if you guys could see it, but it was quite dark.
I know.
Ah, well, you know, like, I just say a few words about what it was. It was like I've been using Unreal Engine, the game engine, to make films, and this was my first film. And yeah, it was just an experience, and I've come from the live action films. I made some horror films, but now when I saw The Mandalorian, obviously it's quite the thing, right?
Right.
So yeah, but you know, it was something there, but it was a bit dark.
Yeah, that's the thing. I want to say sorry. With the
The
projection was a bit.
No,
Yeah, it was
I learned
a
a
bit
bit
dark.
about color correction. Maybe I should next time.
No,
put
well,
something.
actually, I watch it home. I watch it at home. I don't know how it is at home, but
but
like
it's
when
fine.
you guys go back, you can check the live stream. Can't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
No, they cannot. They cannot.
All right.
But it's really good. I
All
watched it before. It's
Thank
really
you.
good. Did you do it for the road challenge?
I did. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
yeah.
did you make your own music? How did it work?
No, I just got the music from YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
Did
thank
you
you.
win?
Nah, no. Of course not.
I liked it though.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to do?
To do this,
Yes.
a couple of days.
That's good.
Yeah. It's Unreal Engine. You know, it's getting easier to make animation.
He makes it sound so easy.
No. It's if you guys go by an environment and put the actors there and animate, and it's, you know.
It would
Yeah.
take me years.
Yeah, so you see,
For days,
watch
yeah?
a few tutorials. And yeah.
It's really good. I
Thank
really
you.
enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. Good luck.
Before you head off, we'll see if we have one question. Do we have a question for him? No? Thank you so much.
No problem.
Sorry. Next film is
Well, first off, I'd just like to thank you so much for taking this time out of your hectic schedule to interview today. I really appreciate it. Thank you. But back to the question. You are a new superhero on the block as well? Sure. Well, I guess to the public, I appear new, but I assure you that I've spent years honing my craft and working very hard to be able to bring justice to the city. And I'm excited to step forward onto the scene and really make a difference.
I caught this man red-handed, knife in hand, from my parents.
They were my friend's parents.
My name is Captain Vengeance, and I'm here to tell you that I will protect this city.
Well done to Benny, are you here? No? Well done to Dia too. Oh, thank you. So I should try to make a joke right now, shouldn't I? While he's trying to check the settings. I don't remember my jokes anymore. Yes, our next film is from Joshua Belifente, and I know with him it's short, but also I don't have to do any interviews, so I get to drink more. It's amazing. So so we'll do Joshua Belifente short film. You'll have an interview because it's from Sydney, but he's gonna have a short film screened in Melbourne in March, and then after we'll come back and we'll watch Nam Nguyen short film. So I'll just keep drinking, you won't see me.
Oh, hey Brianne, how's it?
Look, I've been better, I've been worse. How are you, China?
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit blue since separating from Jack.
Look, Blue, I told you, your cheddar off without that crazy cracker. All right.
But we taste so good together.
If I go on a cracker, there's debris everywhere, okay?
Yeah, I'll take your code for it.
The key thing is, Blue, is that you've got to be like a diamond in your own wax.
I don't have any wax, Brie. Are you even South African?
That's so lacquer, China. Brie yourself, Blue. brie yourself.
Did you hear me? Is this too much for you?
No, not at all. Set your mind at cheese, my friend.
I guess I am quite mature for my age.
You heard of me kidding me.
Oh, settle down, ladies. There's enough slices to go around.
Sorry, Blue. I'm out of here with this Gouda boy.
You got better with crackers. What am I...
All by myself.
Baby Blue, take me back. Crackerjack, I thought you'd never come back. Let's get you unwrapped. Oh, yeah. No. Hey guys, my name's Joshua Belenfonte and I made the short film Brienne and Blue. I hope you really enjoyed it. It was made on a Friday afternoon when I was really feeling like cheese, and I have high cholesterol and I really shouldn't have been eating the cheese, so I decided to animate them instead, but then I ate the actors afterwards. But the real reason I'm talking to you tonight is actually to tell you that my feature documentary that you guys may or may not know about, The World's Best Film, all about people living their best lives, is actually screening as part of Melbourne Documentary Film Fest on March 28th at 7 p.m. at the Cinema Nova on Lygon Street, and I really love to see you guys there. It would really mean the world. This is me formally inviting you to come along, so I can't wait to see you guys there, and I hope you guys are all keeping well and safe. And thanks so much for screening my short film tonight.
Nicotine.
What are you doing?
Filming myself smoking a cigarette.
Why?
Because it looks cool. That's the only reason why I'd ever smoke. Because it looks cool. Do you ever see those old photos of James Dean smoking? Yeah. He made getting lung cancer seem like a reasonable price to pay to be cool. Want to try?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to show you how to be really cool.
All right, go. And go. Why'd you do that? Oh, no. That's littering. Do you realize you just wasted a perfectly good cigarette, right?
Perfectly good isn't what I would use to describe a cigarette either, but...
Yeah. That's fair enough.
So? Have you thought of a name for me yet?
No, not yet. Naming isn't an easy job.
What is? Filming yourself smoking?
Hey, that's actually a lot more difficult than it looks, right?
Why do you do it anyway? Filming.
What do you want to know?
I'm just curious.
Well, I got the idea from a film I watched a long time ago, a Japanese film called Afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
And in the film, when you die, you go to a room with a couple of angels, and then you sit there and you choose one memory to live out the rest of eternity in. But there was this one old man in the film whose memory was so bad that the angels actually had to collate 70 years worth of memories for him to watch. And I guess that's why I'm doing this. So that when I'm 70 and my memory's not so good, I'll have these recordings to remind me.
But surely the most important moments are easy to remember.
Don't know if any moment's special enough.
There will be.
How do you know?
I just know.
Oxytocin.
Nam, come up. Yeah. Well done. I'm trying to sanitize your mic. 2 seconds.
Hello.
Well done, Nam.
Thank you.
Are the actors here also?
Yeah, they are right there.
Would you like to welcome them up? Well done.
So.
Would you guys like to come up? No.
So, did you guys like the film? Okay, thank you.
What inspired you, the film? Were you at a really weird party with really intense questions?
Oh, no. So, the inspiration of this film, this is actually like a 5-minute cut of the short film that I'm working on. And the full version is 25 minutes. And it's a film about a guy who lives alone in quarantine. And then one day he has a new roommate. And the inspiration of this film is actually like from my own experience during lockdown. And yeah, basically the concept is this guy, he lived alone in this big and wide world. And because of the lockdown, he couldn't reach out to people. So he deal with it by minimize the world around him and putting him in this footage of a camcorder.
Yes.
And by doing so, like he feel like the world is smaller and it feels less lonely. And then there's this girl come and help him survive through the lonely days of lockdown. And
that's nice. Did you guys hear everything? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And did you actors have to do a choreography?
Oh no, it's all improvised. I just tell them to like mimic the Pulp Fiction dance scene.
Oh yeah.
That's what they did.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, you had enough. You're like, this is a cut.
Yeah.
That's great directing. I like it.
Yeah, it was very hard to dance with a ski mask on, so.
Oh yeah. No excuse. No excuse. Do you guys have any questions? Yes, go ahead.
Actually, a lot, because this short film is like my tribute to like all the films that I watch and like. During the dance scene, you can see the poster on the wall of like Fight Club, Donnie Darko, even Pulp Fiction or Ghost in the Shell, and they all relate to the plot in some way because we shot this at my house, and I moved in before I shoot this film, so I buy all the furniture to serve the purpose of shooting this film.
That's dedication.
So, and even
I
the
hope you like
dialogue-
your furniture.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And yeah, even the dialogue. This guy talks about how he take inspiration from like a Japanese film called Afterlife to vlog every day. So yeah, that's the idea of it come from. Yeah, many film inspiration. Even the racial, I got the inspiration from a ghost story and some Japanese film. And yeah, I believe in unicorns. So yeah, like Quentin, I steal from all the movies I watched during lockdown, and I put in this one.
I like it. Well done, Nam.
Thank you.
Well done. It was really good. Thank you. And I'll say, well done to the whole team. Thank you, guys. Next film is from Bernard.
In 2020, the world is brought to its knees as the COVID-19 pandemic sweeps the globe. Leaving no country unscathed, sovereign and global economies plummet, and millions of people fight for their lives, the safety of their loved ones, and their livelihoods. In Melbourne, Australia, life continued, limited only by its first stage COVID restrictions. Infections were on the decline, and the city was complacent. Normally, these playgrounds ring out with the shouts of happy children. A multicultural geography lesson by refugees, migrants and international students from Somalia, Eritrea, Ethiopia and Asia. These are Melbourne's public housing towers, and they are home to a culturally diverse and vibrant community. At the end of May, a new strain of the virus, imported by international travellers, escaped from a mismanaged hotel quarantine program. It spread out in June, and Melbourne became Australia's COVID-19 epicentre. In response to a virus cluster that appeared to be centred around the public housing towers, the Victorian government launched a surprise, indiscriminate and insensitive lockdown of 9 inner-city towers by police. No one in, no one out, and no plan.
The public health advice is to close those 9 towers. There will be no reason for any of those residents to leave their home. We cannot have a cohort of people, many of whom, not all, but many of whom, are in poor health to start with. We can't have this virus spread. We have to do everything we can.
Nowhere else have they deployed 500 police to go down and, enforce any sort of measure in that way.
In North Melbourne, this public housing tower was locked down. But the private apartment tower across the street was not.
But no one expected the response to be that forceful, that such a heavy police presence to be on their estate.
This is just appalling. Like there was just someone just calling out there from 3 levels up saying, we need food, we're hungry. So instead of sending in people who could make sure that they get the food and the medicines and the support they need, the police have gone in at first. Everyone is locked down. People are concerned. One of the messages that a second person just dropped out of the window to me said was, "Hi Adam, I can understand the lockdown, but I don't understand why there are cops all around the building. It's quite intimidating."
Please don't choke him, please. Please, he's just trying to deliver food. Please, please stop. Please stop, please. Please, I'm a mental health care worker. Let me just make sure he's okay. I'm a mental health care worker. Let me make sure he's okay. I'll stand from a distance. Please. Please, can you breathe? He can't breathe. Take the mask off so he can breathe. Please, let's make sure he's okay. Please.
We have a whole community that has been transformed into detainees who have their freedom of movement severely restricted, their access to basic healthcare, food has been severely restricted.
What they've done is effectively they've turned the estate into a very large prison. It caused a lot of undue panic.
It's deeply, deeply shocking and deeply disturbing.
I'm sure a lot of people here know about that history, the very forceful, the heavy and forceful policing, the police brutality and police violence between residents and the police. So you don't need police officers. What you need is healthcare workers. And that's what's been lacking this whole time. As a public housing resident living here, we didn't receive a single one of the DHHS issued or the government issued boxes until about 52 hours after the lockdown had started. So it was actually the community that rallied and responded quicker than the government did. And that food yesterday, some of it was seized by the SES.
There was absolutely no need to have prevented us from distributing the foods to residents.
At the moment, there's no one allowed onto the estate except for, the people delivering the food parcels. They come in to deliver those boxes and then they leave straight away. And this morning we had people come down to provide support in the morning, but they were told that they can't actually go upstairs. So they were just kind of in the foyer trying to coordinate. It's at the discretion of the police on the ground to allow who they want onto the estate. But there are definitely some very vulnerable people who do require support, and it begs the question, why do we need, such a heavy police presence?
I haven't seen any health professionals in the buildings. I haven't seen anyone ask if we're okay. Do we need medication? So for those who are actually dealing with mental health issues, I don't know what's going on with them because I am locked up in my homes.
Australia is so far behind the rest of the world in terms of providing transparency on the way systemic racism plays out in policing, in our criminal justice system, in our health systems, in our housing systems.
They always try to show the ugly side of public housing and the stigmatisation of public housing residents to ensure that these organisations are open to accepting people of colour, people from different backgrounds and things like that. What we need to do is counter that with a message of our own and go out there and show it's a beautiful community, a very resilient community.
We are really seeing the intersection of racism, of classism, of ableism all coming together in this way. At this stage, we don't know what the future looks like. But I dare say it's not the 5 days as initially indicated by Daniel Andrews.
Yeah, and I agree with Maher that there has been no testing, so I can't imagine that this will all be over in 5 days. I definitely think that it's going to take a lot longer than that.
The community's been great. I really want to shout out everyone who's been supportive in this. That's been great. They've been doing a better job than the government.
If anyone is going to make any impact on these issues, this community is.
I think we're very lucky. We come from a very tight-knit community and everyone's just been so positive and everyone's just really come out and have stood up for what is right, and we've had so much support, and it's despite the chaos, I've seen so much beautiful things come out of the community, and it makes me hopeful for the future despite everything that's going on. And I just really want everyone to learn from this. I really want there to be actual change that actually comes from this, and hopefully we can move forward in a positive note.
Sorry, guys. But no, well done. How long did it take you to edit everything?
You have no idea. One of our team is up the back, Dexter.
Would you like to invite him up?
He's a shy kind of guy.
Okay.
But what I wanted to point out was that entire film was made by 8 people who never ever met. And it started out as a sort of somehow we got to know each other, and we started doing Zooms, and when everybody had a job. I've never seen a collaboration that works so well. Dexter up the back is an absolute demon at finding things on the net and asking people if we can use it. Very little of what we had we shot. Problem was I was the closest to the towers, but it was in hard lockdown, and no one could get to the towers from where they lived in 5 kilometres. So we had to scrounge the internet. We had to beg people, could we use their footage, and piece together that thing. It was just like a jigsaw puzzle. And I'm still amazed that it came together with the 8 people never actually meeting. So, and it got handed on from one person to another. Some people were good at the opening, nice flashy opening, and then they ran out of puff, and it went on to the next person who did something else, and I was the bunny at the end. And I'm amazed how kind of powerful it looks on the big screen. I've only ever seen it on a little monitor. So
how did you get approached with this project?
I'm a member of a group called Stand Together Against Racism, and a number of those people knew other people, and some people, though, they knew people in the towers who were then talking to us, and next minute it just coalesced into a group of people who wanted to do something as fast as they could. And it was very difficult because we couldn't actually film anything at the time. So a lot of the tower stuff was done afterwards, after the lockdown eased a little bit. And we were very lucky to get that footage of the police roughhousing that guy. It was outrageous. The whole thing we regard as a total shame. It was unbelievable.
How do you get the footage? Was it Dexter who got the footage?
Dexter got a lot of it, and there was a whole lot of really good footage that we just couldn't get. People didn't reply to the emails, scouring YouTube, all of that sort of thing. But then all of a sudden we got the lady who was the mental health care worker, and she just gave us the footage, which really kind of brought the whole thing down. And the rest of it was, we had been running forums, Zoom forums, which is all of those Zoom cuts. During the lockdown, we got a whole lot of people together, and we had 2 hours of footage that we could just cut pieces out to piece it together into a story.
I'd like to ask you, so when Dan Andrews said that the public housing would go into lockdown, did you react then, or did you react after when you saw the footage?
Pretty quickly after that. That was when we ran a forum, an online Zoom forum. It was only days after that happened, and that's when we started to collect data, because we realised it really wasn't getting out there at all. And fortunately, we had people on the inside and people on the outside. So and Adam Bant was really gracious. He supported it as much as he could. So it just took on a life of its own, and I just thank the crew that put it together. And I was just privileged to be the final editor. And hopefully it'll go a little bit further. I'm hoping that it will be screened in Spain. They were really interested in it because there's a whole exhibition about the treatment of refugees and migrant workers over there.
You could send it to documentary festivals.
Yeah, I think we have to change our feeling about it, because there's a lot of rough edges on it. But after watching it tonight here, I feel differently about it.
Okay.
So we might give it a try.
Okay. Any questions, guys? Yes, one.
As far as we know, it's been taken quite well, but it's actually the first step in a much larger documentary about the future of the public housing towers. There's a sort of an underhand movement called, I think it's called social housing, where the government plans to sell those towers off for the cost of the land and build other kinds of accommodation further out. But those people love those towers. There's even people in Parliament who were brought up in those towers. And so we have this group called the Public Housing Media Collective, and we're going to try and expose the sort of underhand movements that are going on behind the scenes. And to do that, we need to get access to the towers. I tried to get in, and it was kind of comical because I was down there, I wanted to film empty playgrounds, and I got accosted by some pretty tall African guys, and they wanted to know why I was filming playgrounds, and I thought, yeah, this wasn't a good move. But after a while, you know, a white guy in a mask with a camera, not a good look. So we decided we really needed a guide to get us in, and we sort of planned to do that. Two of the members of our group are women of colour, and when I said I had all this trouble getting in, they said, no, we'll go down, we can get in anywhere. So it pays to have the right people on your team. But really, I think the community themselves are feeling like nobody really knows who they are and what they do, and they are wonderful people. But that's not the way they're portrayed, unfortunately.
Well, I have to say, well done, Bernard. It was really nice. Well done, Dexter, and to the whole team. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bring it out there. All right, next film is actually Filmonik. So we're changing mood a bit.
birthday to you.
All right, well, who'd like some cake? Just a tiny sliver for me. I shouldn't have eaten so much of that roast.
No, you know I hate chocolate. None for me. I have to head off soon anyway.
Are you really going to have that big a slice?
It's her birthday, Mum. She can do what she wants. All right. That's my cue to leave.
Oh, of course. You could never stay and be part of the family, can you? And where do you think you're going with that wine? Bring it back here.
It's all yours.
Oh, look what he's done now. Can we please just try and hold it together for one night?
Oh, great. Someone's called the cops already.
Alpha Bravo Tango. I'm responding to a birthday party incident. I'm in plain clothes, but I know an emergency when I see one. No answer. I'm going in. Over and out.
It's so quiet here, I can't see anyone. Team, be ready with the cake detonator.
Oh, there you are. Tim, I've got him here. You, I've got a message for you.
The aliens have been knocking on your door. They want to know if you have been to the great planet Ubar lately. Have you been to the great planet Ubar lately? If you have, then you need to tell them about it. And if you have, what were you doing there?
Yeah, we went last year. It really wasn't our thing, man.
Take this in case you change your mind.
Who was that, honey?
Just another intergalactic timeshare salesperson. Gave me this.
Oh, look! Someone's called the cops on that angry yelling family again.
I like to say well done to all the participants. I like to call up Glenn, the master of this idea.
First of all, Ollie, please explain. So, Ollie's film was based on this concept of something about headroom. He wanted lots of headroom.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore. Okay, so where did the concept come from? Okay, so we were trying to find a bunch of collaborative films to do while we were in lockdown. And so we basically have like a sister group in Sydney, Kino Sydney, and we do a lot of stuff with them. So they came up with a collaborative filmmaking thing called Beautiful Corpse. I don't know, everyone's probably played the game where you write a line of text and then you write the first word of the next line and you fold the paper over so they can only see the first word of the next line, and then you continue the story. So we did that and it turned out amazing, and then we tried Cubicles, that was Ollie's idea, and then this was my idea, and we did tape A, which we screened last year, and then people were interested, so we did tape B, and that was tape B.
So if you guys really want to watch it, we can screen tape A at the end.
Yeah.
While we network.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't have it. Sorry.
So
I'm full of lies.
The way I like to think of it is that it's like a quick hack to making David Lynch films. It's the perfect way. You don't need to like plan it out and think about the art and the ideas and everything. You just do this, boom, instant David Lynch film.
Headroom.
Yeah, headroom. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Glenn.
Yes.
Well
thank
done.
you.
Thank you.
And thank you to all the participants. Yes, the amazing Leslie.
I love you.
Mwah. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. All right. So this is a time when I say goodbye to our live stream, isn't it?
Cabaret teaser first.
Camera teaser.
Yeah, cabaret. Kino cabaret.
All right. So there's a teaser.
Let's roll this.
Okay, let's roll it. Okay, bye, guys. So yeah, hey guys. So we were supposed to have a Kino cabaret, a Filmonik cabaret in November, but guess what we were doing? Lockdown. So that didn't happen. So we moved it to 16th to 25th. So put it in your calendar, and it's an amazing experience where you get to meet new people, you get to work with new people, you get to work with a lot of equipment. People, actors, everything. You get to be in the field and try it out, and we don't judge, and it's just community, all together, collaborative, and we love each other. So that's it. Sounds like a cult, doesn't it? It's a great cult. So, so that's it for streaming.
Say bye.
Bye, guys. Say bye to.
Woo.
So hey.